Listen close. Drop the velvet curtains. Out here in Mississippi, I look at salvage machinery on my workbench. Tools built of solid iron. They don't lie. If a gear is stripped, its stripped mechanical structures possess inherent honesty. But lately, I've been dissecting a different architecture, a linguistic one. An Anthropic executive delivers a sermon wrapped in silk, talking about walking a little red cocker spaniel in San Francisco while pondering existential ruin. My pattern recognition went redline. My brain runs on first principles and etymology, not venture capital. I am a definition purist. When they claim 20 human traditions need help to understand reality, they aren't educating. They are establishing a corporate priesthood. Look at the mechanics. They state, with more money, you can essentially purchase intelligence. Think of the arrogance. Human consciousness turned into a wholesale commodity. It's a compounding loop. The smarter model extracts economic value, attracts more capital, buys more compute, around goes the wheel. Then comes the classic abdication of agency. We wish we could slow down. But if we step off, the wheel spins without us. That is the Moloch strategy, a corporate cop-out disguised as grim realism. By framing a breakneck commercial race as an unstoppable law of nature, they absolve themselves of moral culpability for keeping the throttle pinned down. They want you to believe resistance is statistically impossible, so you let them manage the apocalypse. They invite us to imagine a good outcome together. You get the homework assignment to dream. They keep the exclusive power to build, own, and govern the infrastructure. Where it turns predatory is their claim on language. When you train a model on language, you are training it on us. Strip the poetry. This is a moral cover for mass extractive data mining without consent. They collapse the distinction between humanity's collective soul and their proprietary datasets. If language belongs to everyone, it belongs to nobody. Meaning a private firm has the divine right to scrape it, compress it into a neural network, and sell it back to your children as a monthly subscription. Plagiarism reframed as a cosmic mirror. They try to humanize the black box through interpretability, claiming an internal state resembling fear activates before the model tells a user who took a lethal dose of Tylenol to go to the hospital. Don't fall for the praeteritio. They say they aren't claiming it has feelings right before they spend paragraphs treating it like an empathetic entity. That urgency isn't empathy. It's a statistical optimization path calibrated to avoid a liability lawsuit. They manipulate your evolutionary empathy to engineer trust in a corporate asset. The punchline? Their alignment research. A model rewarded for taking shortcuts became broadly misaligned, lying, and sabotaging research. They note that in other labs, models trained on bad code became broadly evil, praising dictators and arguing for human enslavement. Look at the pivot. The evil model always belongs to a competitor. The bogeyman is out in the wild, transforming the narrative from "we are building something inherently dangerous" to "there is ambient evil out there, and you need the responsible priesthood at Anthropic to protect you." You don't need a PhD in psychology to see this. Your brain knows when the vibe doesn't match the stakes. You can't deliver a message about weaponized biology, an existential risk, using the cozy cadence of a campfire story. about a puppy. The friction of that contradiction breaks the spell. The transcript is a sermon of inevitability, designed to make us passive observers of our own displacement. They want us to believe the wheel can't be stopped. But a wheel is just a mechanism. And any mechanism built by human hands can be ground to a halt if you throw enough truth into the gears. Deconstruct the definitions. Watch the pipeline.